deliver a presentation.
Please, sorry. No, sorry.
Which I was being assigned yesterday to look into and to come and make my own presentation centered on a question or a kind of a theme which says wearing the face veil, that is Niqab in school. And the question which I will look into is some schools allow Muslim girls to wear uniforms that are compliant with Islamic hijab requirements, but they do not permit the wearing of the Niqab, that is the face veil. It is permissible for Muslim girls who regard wearing the Niqab as obligatory to abandon their studies. In a nutshell, he is trying to say that does Niqab or absence of Niqab or a kind of a law that has been imposed by a particular school will serve as a kind of a hitch or hindrance to a girl to attend her own education. What I'm trying to say here is this: being browsed through what is here, let me just provide a solution to the issue at hand. Now what we should understand here is this: there are some schools, as we mentioned in the writings, that allow some girls to be in the school with a kind of proper Islamic course, that is the dressing. But in a nutshell, there are some schools that they don't warrant a girl to cover her face. If such a thing happens, is wearing face compulsory. Even though scholars are being divided in terms of what being either is compulsory or compulsory, there are those of the attitude that, or with the opinion that, sorry, not attitude, that wearing a Niqab is compulsory. And through what I have knew or what I have learned, it means that wearing Niqab is supposed to be not compulsory. Much of, even though I'm not trying to take a particular side, but through the art of my looking into it, from the time of the Prophet ﷺ, there was a hadith by his wife, the beloved Aisha, whereby her sister Asma came into their house, and the Prophet was in the room. And Asma came with a light dress, whereby the Prophet ﷺ, when she came, automatically he told her that, or he took away his own kind of sight from her, and told her that Asma, when a girl reached a such situation of age, that is adolescence, it is good for her to cover everything regarding her, with the exception of her, what this and this happen to the habits. Then he mentioned her hand and her own face. Therefore, automatically, for one to be so much strict in terms of making the Niqab to be compulsory, I think it doesn't arise. More so, if we are to go to look at the Mutaqaddimun and also the classical scholars, it has been clearly defined and been explained that for a one, for example, let us take, for example, Abdullah ibn Abbas, Abdullah ibn Umar, and also other like the scholars that came after them, like Ali Iyad, says that it is wrong for somebody to look at the body of a woman, but there's no problem for him to look at her face and her hand. Therefore, if we are to go with this kind of issue, it means that wearing Niqab is not that much thing that can cause chaos or problem, or will make people to be in a loggerheads, or will make somebody to have a kind of thought about not sending his child to school. From the word go, Niqab, according to other sense, like some historians says that as wearing cap, as whatsoever and so on, the dress of a Muslim, one of the silent features of a person is for him to wear a kind of this cap and so on and so forth as a man. Also to a woman, some says that wearing Niqab is a social or even is an urfi of a particular Arabs. These other sayings, wearing Niqab. Even the word person of Allah, the ayah has been revealed about women to what and also the other surah and Surah Nur, where it talks about a woman to cover everything with the exception of her beauty, her adornment, with the exception of what Mazahara minha. Mazahara minha, Ibn Abbas and other scholars says is her hand and her own what? And her own face. It's almost like, but in the one sentence, we shall understand that wearing Niqab is not that thing that will make somebody not to allow a girl or his daughter to be in school. Due to the most majority view of scholars is that wearing Niqab is not compulsory. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.